Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Impact Pro Wrestling has come back to all of you watching and every fan here in Youngstown, Ohio. And for all of you watching at home, for all the people here, we have a great show planned tonight. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 awesome matches planned for all of you. This is match number 1. We will see the Golden Boy go one-on-one with the famous one, Austin Famous, and Heath Gold will be going one-on-one in our first matchup of the evening. In our second matchup of the night, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a tag team competition here. We are going to have the Spark Brothers, aka Jeff and Riley Sparks, go head to head with the Warriors, aka Jay Bennett and Xavier Blake. The Warriors and the Spark Brothers are set to go head to head here in match number 2. This is our main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the King of the Mountain Championship will be on the line, but this week, as opposed to last week, we know our challenger, and that challenger will be Jacob freaking Buck. Jacob Buck, he went to Sean Sloan, he asked for this match, and Sean Sloan said yes, so this match is official. It will be Jacob Buck challenging for the King of the Mountain Championship. Of course, he's going to be challenging the champion, the first generation wrestler, Trevor Jericho. Now, this is our main event of the evening, but right now, we're going to start off our show with our first match of the evening, Austin Famous, the famous one, and the Golden Boy, Heath Gold. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our first matchup of the evening. It will be the Golden Boy, this man coming down to the ring right now, aka Heath Gold, going one-on-one with Austin Famous. You gotta know that Heath is looking for another dominating quick victory here tonight. We've seen him dominate both Peter Young and Prince Morrison over the past 2 weeks, both with quick victories. So you gotta believe that he's looking for another victory here. It seems that for the past couple weeks we've seen a whole different side of Heath Gold. We've seen a much more aggressive and angry side. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes his opponent. That is the famous one, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is Austin Famous. You gotta know that Austin is well aware of Heath and his newfound aggression, so you gotta wonder exactly what Austin's plan is coming into this one. You gotta wonder if Austin has any specific ideas about what to do. Now that's Heath Gold, that's Austin Famous. The Golden Boy and the Famous One are set to go head to head, as Heath Gold starts off immediately with the running neck breaker. Now getting Austin on his feet. Oh, and look at that! You can see Heath just showing off his pure strength there as he lifts Austin up into the air and then delivered that nice European uppercut. You can see exactly what Heath Gold is all about here. He is all about the striking here. Delivering kicks, punches, and knees of plenty. Going for an elbow shot right there, but you can see Austin able to fight back with the face crusher. You can see right there, rake of the back. Austin trying to fight back here. Irish whip on Heath. Not able to connect with it perfectly though, as Heath gets in control. But Austin able to reverse, turning it into a reverse DDT. Now setting up for a drop kick. Now Austin getting Heath on his feet. And Heath gonna get hit with that single knee backbreaker. Austin still in control and trying to keep control for as long as he can with that STO. And now getting Heath on one knee here. But Heath fighting back with a big punch right to the gut. And then a strong clothesline. Austin Famous rolling to the outside of the ring now. Getting back into it. Able to keep the control, but not for long. As Heath Gold is able to hit him with that hip toss. Now Heath sending Austin right into that corner here, turning him around. And it looks like Heath has got one plan in mind, and that plan is to send Austin Famous crashing face first into the second turnbuckle. You can see Heath just staring down at his work. Austin trying to get up to his 2 feet on one knee now. Look at this. Heath going for a shot there, but Austin able to fight back. Elbow to the back of the head and then the snap mare. Quickly transitioning into this headlock, but you can see Heath fighting out of it quickly. But Austin's not done yet. Austin goes for a couple shots. Then the Irish whip, sending Heath into that corner. Oh, and look at that. Ooh, a big boot right to the face of Austin Famous. Now Heath measuring for what looks to be his finishing move. It is Goldmaker. The finishing move by Heath Gold. Pinfall in the ring. 1, 2, 3. And not as quick as the other two, but just as dominant. Heath Gold able to come out of this matchup victorious against Austin Famous. Gotta say, Austin put up one hell of a fight here, but at the end of the day, it was the Goldmaker. Goldmaker accompanied by the pinfall, able to give Heath Gold the victory. 1, 2, and 3. Heath Gold on a roll here for the past couple of weeks. 3 victories and counting. One's got to wonder exactly if Heath Gold's got a plan or if he's got an objective. But it looks like, while we don't know that right now, what we've seen is Heath Gold's only objective is to dominate some of the other wrestlers on IPW. And he's done that almost picture perfectly. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have tag team competition when the Warriors, Xavier Blake and Jay Bennett, go up against the team of Jeff and Riley Sparks, aka the Spark Brothers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our next matchup of the evening. And I'm getting word that we are not going to have our next matchup of the evening. Not yet. It looks like this man coming out to the ring right now, aka DJ Summers, is coming out here. DJ Summers, he's got something he wants to say to all the fans here. Gotta believe that it's about one thing, and that thing is the challenge that was made last week from Jack Smith. Gotta believe that this is the time that DJ has decided to come out here and answer the challenge. It looks like tonight we are going to see DJ Summers here. But one's gotta wonder what his answer will be. The proposition being that at Limit Break, win or lose Jack or DJ, that will be their last matchup. There will be no others. Once gotta wonder what DJ's thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just heard the news. DJ Summers has accepted the challenge, and the stakes for Limit Break have only been elevated 10 times more. Ladies and gentlemen, we just learned from DJ Summers that he has accepted Jack Smith's challenge. Now at Limit Break, we do know our main event, Jack Smith and DJ Summers, Impact Pro Wrestling, a television championship on the line. But what we just learned is that this will be their last matchup. DJ Summers and Jack Smith will go head-to-head at Limit Break one last time. Win, lose, or draw, they will not have another matchup. It looks like some more stakes being added to that matchup. More pressure on Jack, more pressure on DJ. But right now, we're going to focus on what's happening here tonight, what's coming up next. Jack Smith and DJ, that's at the pay-per-view. That's at Limit Break. But right now, we're going to focus on our tag team matchup when the Spark Brothers, Jeff and Riley, go head-to-head with the Warriors, Xavier Blake and Jay Bennett. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our second match. It's time for tag team competition. Here comes our first team. That's Jeff Sparks, his brother Riley Sparks, and of course they form the team known as the Spark Brothers. Coming out here looking for a victory over the former Impact Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, aka the Warriors. Now I've said it multiple times here on IPW, and I'll say it again as I believe it to be the absolute truth. If these two guys can really find what works for them, really get it together inside that ring, the Spark Brothers are definite future tag team champions. Of course, those tag team championships currently held by the Alliance, Cody Cole and Bobby Brock. So you gotta believe that both of these teams are looking for those tag team championship opportunities. We have the Spark Brothers in the ring, but now here come the Warriors. That's Xavier Blake right there. That's Jay Bennett. You can see the Warriors coming out here through the crowd. These two guys are prepared for this one. We know that these two teams are definitely gonna go at with everything they have. I gotta say it right now, though, while I do have a lot of faith in the Spark Brothers, I think that the Warriors might have them beat tonight. The Warriors know what it takes to be tag team champions, and you gotta believe they know what it takes to beat the Spark Brothers. Question is, do the Spark Brothers know what it takes to beat the Warriors? Or we'll just have to find out. Matchup has begun, and Xavier Blake starting it off with that nice move, but you can see quickly Riley Sparks transitioning. Chain wrestling going on here between Xavier and Riley. You can see just great technical wrestling here in the center of this ring. These two guys going hold for a hold right here. Looks like that nice break, but Riley's still gonna go back to that chain of wrestling. Got the arm of Xavier Blake. Going after that arm right there. Riley with a nice move. Overhead shot. Now Putting Xavier in the headlock. European uppercut. Backbreaker. Looks like the Spark Brothers going to be taking control early on thanks to Riley. But Xavier trying to fight back here. And immediately tagging in his tag team partner, the big guy in this matchup. That would be Jay Bennett. But you can see Riley Sparks fighting him off. Avoiding that suplex and then delivering that nice flatliner. Now getting on the big man's back and applying some big shots right to his face. Now getting Jay on his feet. And he's going to hit Jay with the neck breaker. Getting Jay Bennett on one knee. Big man up on his feet, and big man gets hit with the suplex. Jay Bennett with a nice fireman's carry reversal. Now putting the headlock on Riley. Got Riley by the back of the neck, setting up Riley against those ropes. And he's going to hit Riley with the stun gun. Jeff Sparks being tagged in. Xavier Blake being tagged in. You can see Jeff going after Xavier Blake here, going for a nice backbreaker. Big knee right to the back. Jeff came in with a lot of momentum, but looks like it just didn't go his way. Oh, you look at that. You can see Xavier Blake taking a minute in that corner. Overhead shot. Now here comes Xavier, spinning back suplex. Irish whip, sending Jeff outside, first to the apron, and then all the way to the floor. You can see this right here. Jeff Sparks, nice reversal, elbows to the face, but Xavier Blake still in control, sending Jeff Sparks crashing face first right into the apron. Nice rake of the back right there. Now you can see Jeff Sparks trying to take the control here, slamming Xavier Blake face first into the canvas. Now Jeff getting Xavier on his feet, and he sends Xavier back into the ring. As he gets back to the ring himself, and this matchup will continue as it was intended to. Xavier Blake in control. Now trying to take the control back. In the control of Jeff Sparks for a moment there. But now you can see Xavier taking the control back from Jeff Sparks. But maybe not. Jeff fighting back. Going for something there, but Xavier able to hit him with the elbow and then the Northern Lights suplex. You can see this right here. Jeff Sparks able to run, well, crawl over, I suppose is more accurate. Crawl and then jump over to his tag team partner, tagging in Riley. Riley coming in with a lot of momentum, dropping the big man quickly with those series of forearms. Now taking the control back for his team, the Spark Brothers. Big elbow right to the chest of Jay Bennett. But Jay trying to fight back with a big knee right to the throat. Tag was made, and Xavier Blake getting back into the ring. Here comes Xavier. Forward Russian leg sweep. Oh, you can see that right there. Xavier Blake, a series of shots right to the face of Riley Sparks. Big knee right to the back of the head of Riley. Going for something here, but Riley, nice reversal with the arm drag. Setting up for a suplex. on Xavier Blake. Now Riley Sparks getting Xavier up on his feet. He's going to hit him with this cradle DDT. That cradle DDT looks like it might be the ending here. Jeff Sparks. Riley Sparks going to set up for that super Spark combo. Reverse rolls, but are the reverse rolls going to get them the victory here? It will not. You can see Jay Bennett able to get into the ring and break up the pinfall attempt. This matchup will go on as the Spark brothers remain in control. Maybe not for long. Xavier Blake tippy top rope looking to fly with a drop kick. But you gotta know he's got a disadvantage. Xavier Blake's got no one to tag to right now. Looks like he's gonna take that disadvantage with everything that comes with it though. Go, look at that. Going for another elbow drop, but Jeff Sparks able to avoid it. Maybe taking control back for his team, sending Xavier into the corner, tagging in his brother. Snapmare. Here comes Riley with the big boot right to the face. Nice reversal right there by Xavier Blake. Now you can see Jay Bennett getting back up to his feet. Xavier Blake still in control, got Riley by the back of the head, now dragging Riley into his own corner. Look at this, Riley fighting it out of that corner. Delivering the Tiger Suplex. Riley's got to get Xavier out of that corner. Xavier's a little bit too close to his tag team partner, the big guy, Jay Bennett. And throughout this whole matchup, we haven't seen the big guy pop off here. We don't want him to pop off because you know that's going to be a very hard thing to come back for the Spark Brothers. Look at this. It looks like Xavier popping off with that big knee right to the face. Here comes a quick series of elbow shots from Xavier Blake. And now once again the big guy being tagged in. We haven't seen the big guy have very much luck here in this one as he keeps getting stopped by Jeff or Riley, but now it looks like he's got the perfect opportunity to really show why he is the game changer in this matchup. Look at this. You can see Riley gonna get set up here for this waist high spine buster. A big move right there from Jay Bennett. You can see Riley trying to fight back, sending Jay outside to the apron. Now Jay getting back into the ring. Irish whip sending Jeff Sparks into his corner. Tag being made. And look at this. Big tag team move right there. Pinfall. And it looks like the Warriors are gonna have to keep on fighting. The Warriors are not done here. Or maybe they are. As you can see, Xavier Blake delivering his own finishing move here. Pinfall though. 1, 2, 3. And you can see the Warriors, like I said, know what it takes to beat the Spark Brothers, as they've just shown here. A great matchup performed by both of these teams, but it looks like there is always a caveat with the Warriors being in a tag team matchup. If you can suppress the big guy, if you can suppress Jay Bennett, you have a good chance of winning. But if you let the big guy pop off like he did during the ending part of this matchup, it's just not going to be good for you. As we saw here, the big guy popped off. He hit one of his big moves. They hit their own tag team finisher. And then Xavier Blake finished it off. Here are your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Xavier Blake, Jay Bennett, the Warriors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on from tag team competition, we go back to singles competition. And this singles match is your main event of the evening. This singles match is for the King of the Mountain Championship. It's gonna be Jacob freaking Buck. It's gonna be the champion, the first generation wrestler, Trevor Jericho, going head to head. It's your main event. It's for the King of the Mountain Championship, and it's coming up next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening. Youngstown is here, and they are in for one hell of a treat. Because, ladies and gentlemen, here comes our challenger. We know him here on IPW. He is one half of the tag team known as Team Respect. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to each and every single one of you, this is Jacob freaking Buck. Jacob Buck, a member of Team Respect, his tag team partner being Adam Austin, the challenger that we had last week. Of course, Adam Austin unable to pull out the victory, coming out short last week. We'll see if his tag team partner Jacob Buck will be able to come across victorious tonight. A victory for Team Respect here in singles competition. And now that's Jacob Buck in the ring. He's ready for this matchup. We have the challenger, but now we need the champion. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the King of the Mountain champion. That is the first generation wrestler. That is Trevor Jericho. TJ coming down here, of course, wielding that King of the Mountain championship. He's defended it for the past 2 weeks. Won it when he defeated Heath Gold at King of the Mountain. Defended it the first time when he defeated the Superman Danny Myers. Defended the second time when he defeated the insane Adam Austin, one half of Team Respect. Tonight, he looks to defeat the other half of Team Respect. He looks to defend that championship for a third time. This time against Jacob freaking Buck. You can see these fans here are definitely excited for what I'm sure is going to be one hell of a main event. We've seen Jacob Buck on this show in multiple singles matches put on one hell of a match, one hell of an effort. And we know that Trevor Jericho for certain can put on one hell of a match. The question is, can that matchup be good enough to make sure that he retains his King of the Mountain championship? Well, we'll have to find out next. Because as you all know, this matchup is for the King of the Mountain championship. We have our challenger. He's one half of Team Respect. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Jacob freaking Buck. And we have our champion defending it for the third time tonight. He is the King of the Mountain champion. He is the first generation wrestler. He is Trevor Jericho. TJ gonna hand that championship to the referee. Referee giving a quick look to Jacob Buck, and now all these fans being shown the prize in this one. That's what's on the line, ladies and gentlemen. The King of the Mountain championship. That's the challenger and the champion, Trevor Jericho. Jacob Buck are set to go head to head. And Jericho going to start off this matchup with that nice backbreaker. Now setting up Jacob for the surfboard facebuster. Jericho setting up Jacob on one knee, now getting him up, and he delivers the swinging neck breaker. You can see Jericho's feeling it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Jericho, he believes this is going to be his night as he clotheslines Jacob Buck to the outside of the ring. But Jericho, a true champion, he is not going to let this match even have a chance of ending in countout. As he goes outside to go get Jacob, but Jacob here going on the offense with that big drop kick. Big elbow drop right there on Trevor Jericho. Referee currently at a 7 count. At a 6 count, I'm sorry. There's the 7 count. But it is not going to matter as Jacob Buck throws Jericho back into the ring, follows, and then goes for the pinfall. Unsuccessful though. TJ able to kick out. Overhead shot by Jacob, blocked by Jericho, but Jericho not going to be able to take control. Oh, look at this, Jericho with the Irish whip. Maybe taking control here. Yes, sirree. Delivers that nice drop kick. Able to get the control back in this one. Getting Buck one more time on one knee. And Jericho gonna go for another swinging neck breaker. Getting at the eyes of Jacob Buck. Now Jacob on the shoulders of Jericho. Jericho sending him into the turnbuckle, and then the running power slam, center of the ring. Now you can see Jericho going to show off his full repertoire here as he goes to the apron and hits him with a springboard senton. Pinfall. Only able to get a 1 count. Look at this, Jacob with a nice reversal, nice dragon screw on the first generation wrestler, now getting his own control back in this matchup. Here comes the nice hatch suplex. Jacob still in control, delivering that nice face buster on TJ. Face buster immediately transitioning into the suplex. Kick to the back, but you can see Jericho gonna tank the damage and feel nothing. But Jacob's still able to keep the control here. The snapmare, the knee on the back, the arms behind Jericho's head, but you can see Jericho immediately fighting out of it. Getting Jacob on his back, but now here comes Jericho, overhead shot. Jacob able to block it. And Jacob setting down Jericho one more time with that big face buster. But Jacob's still in control here. Gonna keep the control, keeping Jericho by the back of the neck. But Jericho fighting out of it. Some shots to the gut of Jacob Buck. Now Jacob gonna get hit with the stun gun. Jericho just letting Jacob fall on those ropes. And then he hits him with the big leg drop from the second rope. Now Jericho finally getting his control back in this one. He's got to deliver some big moves though. He's got to do some big damage. Buck was in control for a long time. Jericho's got to find a way to really combat the time that Buck's had. Oh, look at that. Look at Buck with these rapid fire kicks. Ending it with that nice roundhouse. We have not seen that from Jacob Buck before. I gotta say, I like it. Those rapid fire kicks really seem like they did something to TJ. Now you can see Buck, quick punch to TJ, sending him all the way to the outside of the ring. And Buck delivering a nice elbow drop. Here comes Jericho delivering the nice sleeper slam. Here comes Jericho. Moonsault. Headlock. Driver. We've seen that before. The pinfall right here by Jericho. But you can see Buck able to kick out. But I don't think Jericho likes that too much. Jericho in the corner. He's preparing for his finishing move. First generation kick. 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, still King of the Mountain champion, the first generation wrestler, Trevor Jericho. Now ladies and gentlemen, this just goes to show you something. The ending of the match, if Jericho can control it, it's always the first generation kick. That generation kick, unless you are a extremely resilient man, that kick will put you down. I gotta say, Jacob was looking really good in this matchup towards the middle and towards the end of the matchup. He was really getting his momentum, really firing back, but it's this move right here, that moonsault headlock driver, that was the beginning of the end. He gave him the pinfall, but Buck kicked out, and then this was the actual end, the first generation kick. Able to give Trevor Jericho the 1, 2, 3 victory, as you see right here. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to Trevor Jericho on another successful title retain. I hope you all can enjoy Impact Pro Wrestling this week. Trevor Jericho is still champion. We'll see what happens next week on IPW.